sense of the dome, you have, well, let's start from the top. First of all, the dome is 24 karat gold plate. It was a gift by King Hussein of Jordan in 1994, about $8 million of gold plate. The projectile on the top is a full circle. Sometimes on a mosque you will find a moon shape. We've seen that before, haven't we?
Right,
this crescent moon, like this one, right. That's more common. When it's a full circle, then it's a more holy spot. And I don't know all the criteria that allows the circle to be closed. But if it's a full circle, it's a little more sacred spot. Notice that the dome, let me see. Okay, look at this dome, or this one, or the metal. Look at that dome. It's easier to see the outline. Look at that dome, and now look at the golden dome. And other than color, you tell me what in size, what is the difference in shape between the two? What's the difference?
Vertical ribs coming down.
All right, you got vertical ribs coming down on this one.
You do on that one too, but you also have some.
All right, okay, beyond, you do on this one as well, actually, to help with the plates in.
One's more severe though, it's obviously higher, so it's more severe.
What do you mean more severe?
More drastic drop, more rapid drop.
That's not exactly what I mean. Look more carefully.
It comes on down.
Perfect. You get one of these. All right. This dome stops at the circumference, exactly at the widest spot. This dome comes beyond and comes in again. Do you see that? Do you see that? That makes this dome look like it's rising. It's elevated. It's lighter. It looks like it's lifted up, as opposed to these that look heavy and squat. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. This one is lifted. All right, that's incredible in terms of architecture to give that impression. It's intuitive when you look at it. Something is here. You see the Arabic inscriptions where you have the beginning of the octagon, and the tiles might not be the colors you would choose, but they are of the highest quality of ceramic tile. And the integration of the color really speaks to the locals. The tiles were falling off about 100 years ago, and the Islamic Waqf, the religious authority in charge of the site, knew that there were tile makers in what is now eastern Turkey, and they brought them down to redo the tiles and found out that they were Christian Armenians. And so they were fired from the job, but they stayed living here. And it's these two families. From these two families, you have the Armenian tile shops in the old city today that do tremendous tile work. Tremendous. They just stayed and said, okay, we'll make ceramics for the tourists instead. So the tiles are fairly new. The gold is quite new. The shape is there. The shape is there. There are many, both in Jerusalem and worldwide, who will say, because the Dome of the Rock is there, the temple must have been in the same place. It's the continuity of sacred space. I think that's an accurate statement. So in order to rebuild the temple, we need to take the building out. All right? There's a strong feeling for that among some. The main counter feeling that you hear is, it's an Islamic holy place and you'll have World War III if you do that. Let me give you a counterpoint. When you look simply at the data, at the architectural display, at design, at mathematical formula that was used to put the building together, height versus width versus this and that, and we have such, we've done the measurements. The building is perfect in terms of what the eye looks at and says, here's something that is fully coordinated and fits. And so on architectural grounds alone, you've got to keep it up there. You got to keep it up there. It would be like taking down the Taj Mahal, or taking down the Jefferson Memorial. The building is too nice, right? So we got to figure something else out, right? If we want to replace it or change the control of it.
Who polishes the gold?
You know, I've never seen anybody up there, but there is a ladder on the other side. There is access to get up there.
Gold does oxidize.
There's gold. Well, I've never polished my ring.
Yeah. But over time it does.
I
It's
get
just
it.
slow.
Here we go.